Welcome to another highly questionable. What do we have on the show today, Bo?
So much Draymond Green, you think he actually played in the game or something?
Dale, papi.
How much of the Cavs winning should we attribute to Draymond Green's absence?
We are going to validate the collector of technicals and testicles by telling you he's really important on defense. He's their most valuable defensive player the same way that Steph Curry is their most valuable offensive player. But do not discredit the shots that Cleveland team was making. LeBron and Kyrie have made their jump shots in 2 of the games in this series, and they've won both of them by double digits. And the degree of difficulty on the shots that Kyrie Irving was making last night, he shot 80%. We can quantify all this stuff now. He shot 80% on contested shots that the average player would have shot 45% on. That wasn't all Draymond's absence.
Yeah, but a big part of Draymond's absence was the fact that Kyrie and LeBron could walk into the lane when they needed to, especially after Andrew Bogut looked like his leg almost snapped in half. That's a big part of having Draymond Green. When he has been at the center position for them in this series, the Warriors are a plus 53. They were at negative 29 in all other possessions coming into the game. Then they lost it by 15 points. Him not being there matters. The next question is, how much is it going to matter if they don't have Bogut for the rest of the series?
Another question to ask, by the way, you might want to wonder about this. 3 guys last night played like they were MVPs of the league. One guy looked like the MVP of the league by not playing. None of those 4 guys, Steph Curry, the actual MVP of the league.
2-time.
I think that the Cavs, they found a formula for winning now. All they got to do is for LeBron to step over Draymond Green. That's it. That's it. That's what he has to do time after time after time.
Bomani, how much would you be baiting him in Game 6 if you could get him out of Game 7? They should spend the whole game. Game 6, Dellavedova, go guard Draymond.
Oh, prepare to hear this in the starting lineup. And at power forward from Duke, Dante Jones.
Did Kyrie Irving's performance make you feel like you were wrong about him?
Kyrie Irving put up 41 last night, and it looked like an easy 41. He was getting it from the perimeter. He was getting it at the rack. He was getting it on mid-range jumpers. But why in the world would this change how I felt about Kyrie Irving? The thing we always knew about Kyrie Irving is he's really good at getting buckets for Kyrie. And last night, he was really good at getting buckets for Kyrie. Basketball is just a big old game to 21 to Kyrie. Sometimes he's the guy that wins at 21. Sometimes, well, he's only getting 5.
The team that gave Golden State so much trouble in the last round had Westbrook and Durant, 2 guys who are totally unstoppable unless they stop themselves. And Bomani corrected me last time I said that those were the only 2 guys on one team that could do that. This team also has 2 guys that can do that. Kyrie just doesn't do it as often as you like and doesn't do much of anything on the defensive end.
Well, Kerry, you know what you got to do now? I mean, you got a formula for winning. Every time you touch the ball, you shoot, shoot, shoot. Don't give it to LeBron. You just keep on shooting. You're the man now. You're the man.
Yeah, as if he needed you to tell him that. Did you notice, by the way, the Cavs just gave up on play calling after a point. It was the go for yours offense.
I feel like that's the soundtrack in Kyrie's head all the time. Shoot, 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 shoot.
Do you think Draymond Green enjoys some part of his Game 5 experience?
A little bit. Not all of him, not even most of him, but maybe this part, going to the bathroom.
I mean, you might want to be celebrated. I don't think you want it. Man. I'm just so shocked that many people were at an A's game. Like the same night that the Warriors were playing. Y'all must, well, actually, they don't love the A's that much because they all came to see Draymond Green.
I do think that a small part of him enjoyed that, but Monty, he also had to feel pretty terrible. Now his teammates that he let down, have to go get on a flight and possibly win somewhere else, risk a Game 7. Bogut was playing minutes that he might not have played otherwise if Draymond had been there, and injures his knee. He's got to feel mostly bad about what happened last night.
Yeah, I mean, there's all of that, but somehow you missed what the biggest story was about Draymond Green being at the Coliseum for that game. He's in the box with Bob Myers, the GM of the Warriors, and Marshawn Lynch. How many times do you think Marshawn Lynch looked at Draymond like, dog, when's your boy going to leave, man? We can...
What happened?
He was coming out of the bathroom and they were chanting MVP, MVP, MVP. Get it?
The P and MVP.
Is it fair for Russia and England to be kicked out of the Euros if their fans have another incident?
That is the Euros. I did not know that it would be pronounced like that, but a Euro sounds pretty cool. Anyway, big soccer thing. They do it over there, right? They're all over France playing these games. And the folks from England and Russia have been wilding out in the streets and in the stadium. This is them wilding out in the streets. Oh, boy, imagine if that was us. Now, it's like, this is a thing. The interviews that people around this are disturbing in hearing this. There's a gentleman with the Russian police force who said the problem is that the French just don't know how to handle this because they're used to gay pride parades. No, I did not make that up. They don't want the violence in the stadium, so they're threatening to ban the teams if the violence comes in the stadium. And I don't blame them because they got to try something. I just don't know why you think it is that that's going to stop these folks.
But that's the only way to stop these folks is by taking away their feel-good. If in this country we're willing to take fans, punish fans for throwing things on the ice, this kind of dangerous stuff is something that you obviously have to put an end to, and the only way to do so is to try with extreme measures.
French have a dilemma, by the way, on how they're going to deal with this because they had this other thing that they're afraid of. You know, terrorism. They got a lot of resources dedicated to that. They weren't quite ready to deal with, you know, people coming in and fighting in the streets.
You know how you can stop that? Let some bulls loose on that street.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Okay.
You let some bulls and everybody got to run. That's it. That's the way you do it.
Pamplona. Make it Pamplona.
That's right. That's the way you do it.
All right. Attrition. I mean, that would be.
That's the way you do it, buddy.
That would be one.
I'd watch, by the way. Like, just to be clear, I'd watch. I mean, I think they'd make Do You Question tomorrow if they did that today.
Right, but then we would have a bull problem, probably, right?
Well,
There's that. There's a consequence.
Is Lucas Podolski right that we should get off his coach's back?
Okay, nobody at ESPN has covered this story the way this show has covered this story. We reintroduce you to Germany's soccer coach and what he was doing, and this is foul and unpleasant. This is
about Coach Cowell? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The genius leader. Watch that right hand. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, no. That wasn't the worst of it. That's the best of it. Here comes the worst of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna see
what is he reaching for?
Let's see what I got back here. I got some of this.
Something in his hand.
Yeah, let's see. I got some of this. I'm going to go ahead and give that a sniff. I don't imagine that smells very good. Now, we update this story with what he was doing on the practice field, but before we get to that, here is his player saying, get off his back. Listen to this.
Ich denke, 80% von euch und ich kauen sich auch mal an den Eiern und daher ist alles gut.
We don't do it at work, though, man. At least not when other people are at work. Now, if you're here, doing a radio show by yourself, maybe it's a little bit of a different story. But we're really not getting on him for the fact that he was scratching.
That's right.
We're getting on him for the fact that he was smelling.
That's correct. It's not the scratching part, it's the sniffing part. And look, this is worse. I mean, here he is. This is at practice. This is him practicing the scratching and the sniffing.
All right, you got to be really good at your job to just be out here like digging in your booty all over the place and people still shake your hand and treat you with reverence.
There it is. Oh, they are lingering. I mean, just taking it all in like a fine, fine scent. I mean.
Is he single, by the way? I'm just curious.
That wasn't fair. There was an edit in that tape. For all we know, that could be fake.
There was an edit in it?
That's right.
Where's the edit?
Oh, yeah, you see the dude stretching in the back?
Oh, where'd he appear from?
Yeah, I mean, there is that, but it doesn't change, like,
yeah.
We see that. We see that.
I know. I mean, he was still doing that. I mean, it is.
All that did is spare him the embarrassment of us knowing just how long he had been digging back there.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable, can you teach me how to cut the promo of LeBron leaving Cleveland again for this summer? And for another one of my seductive interview medleys.
They're not terribly seductive, but they're just some interviews that we've done over the weeks and months. Here are some of the best bits from those interviews. Ray, my father's got something for you. Go ahead, Poppy.
Ray, can you teach me how to cut the promo of LeBron leaving Cleveland again for this summer?
Of course, of course. Usted le va a decir, papi, you're going to tell him, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
You are not good for Cleveland.
For
you're
Cleveland.
You're just coming by.
You're just
stealing
coming by.
money. stealing money and walking away.
And walking away.
What happened?
You stay where you are.
No, what?
You stay where you are. No, I want you to, I want him to leave.
No, no.
You're terrible at this and he's terrible at this. No!
Dan, you
Yes.
stay where you are because I'm going to 619 you
Oh!
back to Miami.
I'll send you back to Miami. That's
Come on, Dan.
Give Rey Mysterio more credit.
Thank
Come
you,
on,
sir.
Dan.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. My bad, my bad.
Gracias, gracias.
De nada, gracias, Bomani.
Thank you, man.
Gracias, señor. Gracias.
Muchas gracias, Dan. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay, Reinaldo, encantado.
Gracias, un placer, señor. Gracias.
I don't know if I can have my. Sí, vámonos. Yeah, sure.
Is he, hold on, but is he going to be able
No
to
queda.
talk? Because it's right here on his mouth.
Sí, hey, bueno.
No puede, si se puede poner así de la piocha que enganche y luego para atrás.
There we go.
Ahí, pero no.
There you go.
Espérate.
Más abajo, más abajo.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. I
There
got
we
it. I
go.
got it now.
Bien.
With the glasses.
Look at those eyebrows. Don, Poppy's got something for you. What do you got, Poppy?
Don, can you teach me how to do a British accent like the one you did in Ocean
Oh,
11?
his is pretty bad. He needs some help. His is really bad. Can you help him? Because
we'll
his is the worst.
We'll trade accents.
Go ahead. You trade. Watch.
There you go.
Watch.
First
Go ahead.
you
He
go.
wants to see yours. He wants to
Do
see
your
yours.
British accent.
Hey, mate, listen, I'm really tired. You know, I gotta go for a nap now. You know,
Right,
but
it's
before
terrible.
I go for a
No.
nap, you know, can you?
no,
Cheers,
not-
man, cheers.
Now do it for real, though. Really, now do it for
No,
real.
no, that's it. That's it. That's it. No, it's terrible. Give him. Help him. Help him.
I'm gonna do mine now. Okay.
Help him. Help him.
I'm really tired. I have to go to bed now. My feet hurt. My pink shirt.
No. You're
That
just
wasn't
doing
good?
my
I
father's.
see why people were crossing the street to say something
Now
to you about
now
that.
you see why I get this. Now you see why I
Yeah.
get this all the time. That was terrible,
Yeah.
right?
He
I don't
wasn't
remember
gonna
how to do it.
perform for us. I don't blame you. That is the worst. Both of you are the worst. Thank you for being on with us, Don. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. It's good seeing you guys.
Gracias, Don, gracias.
De nada.
Clear something up for us. There's a story involving you and Biggie. You became friends with Biggie. Some people you didn't know that well kind of abducted Biggie on your behalf. Give us that story. There's got to be some good details on that story. What do you remember?
Nah, you know what, man? Actually, I wasn't good friends. I didn't become good friends, but I respected what how he got out, his music. He's true talent, and we spoke after that incident and whatnot. And but that was one of those situations where he had got drunk in some Canada, in Canada, and did an interview. And they asked him, what you think about E40 on a scale from 1 to 10, and Biggie gave me a 0. A lot of people seen the magazine, and it just wasn't cool. And I was like, man, a 0, bro. Come on, man. Just you set tripping because I'm from the West Coast, or my style is unorthodox, or whatever you want to call it. But boy, I'm gamed up. Everything you talking about, I already talked about it. Been talking about triple beans and drought seasons and all that. I'm really from the soil, the streets, and I don't want to go into other details. But like I say, I'm an intelligent hoodlum, man. You know what I'm talking about? So what happened was, I didn't even know dude was out here, to be honest with you. I didn't even know he was in Sacramento. I'm in my bed. It's 11 o'clock at night. My folks hit me. Man, we got this boy Biggie right here, man. What you want to do with this fool? Because they already knew I was hot. We got on the phone and whatnot. He told me, nah, man, Duke, I rock with Sprinkle Me. I love that, man, and woo, woo, woo. Nah, man, it ain't like that and this. And I just, I put my other folks on the phone and say, man, you know what, man, just let the boy go. But a lot of people thought I set him up, and I didn't. That's on everything I love. But he, if I would have green lighted some stuff, which I'm glad I didn't, things would have been bad, and I'm glad I didn't. And we spoke after that. And actually, I was supposed to be on his last album.
So you extended his life.
However you want to put it.
Why you gotta start, Gil? Why you gotta start? I know we make time for the things that we want. I know you gotta know that trying to play the part. Just cause he got a heart, don't mean he got hard. Could be standing in the field, and he still ain't in the field. If anything should change, then I thought we had a deal.
Nice.
Huh?
I said nice.
This broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that love to watch you as you sleep. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question if this is a good place to resolve your differences?
We are going to Georgia, not like Georgia in the United States. I'm talking about, war-torn Georgia. This appears to be a dispute between politicians. Maybe some embezzlement was involved.
Oh, wow.
Where they disagreeing on? Star Search? Oh. Whoa! They fight for real. That's better than any NBA fight I've seen in the last 20 years. Wow.
I mean, what kind of question is this? Is this a good place to resolve your disputes?
I mean, why not? I mean, you might get your nose broken. Who was it? Geraldo got his nose broken out there scrapping it out on television in that way?
This question should have been, do you guys want to see a dispute in Georgia? And the answer is yes. Thank you.
Well, these guys, they're rookies. Have you seen Jordanian TV?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's the one you got to look at.
Yes.
There we go. Now we go.
This is the big leagues right here of dispute settling, right here.
There we go.
Yes.
Although their studio isn't nearly as nice.
Yes. Yes. This is so much better.
I just want to know whose paycheck that table came out of, because somebody had to pay for that. Like, if they got to have that cheap table, they can't afford to lose it.
Do you question if this is a good way to celebrate your 30th?
All we've been told is that Kiki is celebrating her 30th. How did she do so?
I hope it's not my cousin, Kiki.
Got
That's
it.
not
Go.
my cousin,
I'm
Kiki. Not at all.
30. And you're drunk?
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, Kiki thought that was going to break like a normal birthday cake. It doesn't have something metal as an ornament on top.
Why would that be your way of celebrating anyway?
A good point by Bomani.
Wow. Wow. Boom.
There's a stick holding it together in the middle of Bomani's hand.
Nobody told her.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Kiki. You now have a hole in your forehead.
And whose idea, by the way, was it to celebrate Kiki's 30th by putting that video on the internet?
Hey, it could have been worse.
Oh, really? My father's got more.
Oh,
video.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Aunt Lulu.
Lulu, that's right.
Yeah, 102. Celebrating
102.
Is this worse? I don't feel like this is worse.
No, because all Lulu had to do was pick her teeth back up.
I mean,
they were already false.
That's right.
Kiki almost had to go get false teeth.
Time to play the game that has so much love to give. See? Or no?
Tell us what's on television. He's always going to be intrigued.
On Fox Sports San Diego, Marlins and Padres.
You might want to tune in here, not just because a $300 million man is hitting under 200, but a 42-year-old man, Ichiro, had 3 hits last night. He's hitting 350. He plays for the Marlins. Here's an interaction.
There's a fan here who is dressed like Ichiro.
Wow. Yeah.
To,
we got fake Ichiro
He's watched him once or twice before. You
and
can tell
real
he's done this
Ichiro.
before.
I feel like both those Ichiros could have 3 hits in a game.
As Ramirez ranges, nice
He
play.
is still doing it, Bomani.
Wow.
Crazy.
Ichiro's
He's
on
1
base
away
when Prado hit the home run. This is
from
the way
Pete Rose.
his fan
All-time
reacted to
hits if you combine.
Wait a minute, is
Japan.
this guy acting like he's on base too?
Yes, he's doing all of it.
And there goes the
He's
home
faking
run.
more than
So
Ichiro.
just jogged. Now, Ichiro runs. Now he's going to do a little bit of running to get around all the bases. He's going to run some stairs.
It's a method actor right there. I think that
This is
yeah,
something.
he's really deep in character.
Ichiro.
Bomani, are you intrigued?
I mean, I could pretend to be. By the way, Pete Rose not taking this so well that Ichiro might pass him in combined hits. He said, and I quote, "In Japan, they are trying to turn me into the hit queen." So the next time you see Pete Rose and you give him $150 for an autograph, ask him to sign it as the hit queen. I bet he will.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. You know, I can't wait to see how much money Pete Rose is going to bet on Ichiro tonight to bet that to break that record. You know,
Right.
How much is he going to bet on it?
Yeah, like if Pete Rose does bet on this, you'll see his demeanor about the whole thing change in the event of a win.
On E, famously single.
Okay, we are told nothing more than you might recognize this athlete who is famously single. Who is he?
8 notoriously single celebs will come together under one roof with one no-nonsense therapist
You have to lean into these exercises. Otherwise, why are you here?
to find out why they can't find love. Will these stars learn to navigate their way toward a healthy love life?
I would rather somebody else have a better time than me.
Are you like that in bed as well?
Or will the habits of fame keep them hitting a wall?
Where am I?
I don't know what love making is.
I cannot stop making wrong decisions in my life. You've already survived it, so you know you can survive it. I just want to be loved. I am searching for it everywhere. Well, we got our work cut out for us, honey.
Famously single.
That's all we're getting of Willis McGahee is the quote, I don't know what lovemaking is. Okay, sure. Bomani, are you intrigued?
So I'm just curious, is this like The Bachelor? Because if so, I better hurry up and watch Willis McGahee now. They're going to eliminate him by next week.
Poppy, are you intrigued? I mean, okay, fair enough. Fair comment from my father, I think. See you tomorrow, everybody.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Poppy really ran out of gas. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.
Hey, Willis McGahee, if you don't know what love making is, you should sign up for my instructional video. You know, you get all the tricks of the trade.
Go to hell, man. Go to hell. Straight to hell. No detours.